Hello, my name is Brett Rexter. I'm going to be describing what a computer system in a car is and what it does. So as you can tell, I have this logo and this background banner here, and I got these images basically off of the internet, but I do source them throughout my HTML source. Um, and to create these, um, I had to edit them, and I used Pixlr to do that. Um, and as you can see here, this is its own image, and then I have text, and then these are all put in different layers where you can put one layer in front of the other to show its significance and its importance. And then as we continue down, I have a GIF set up where it's a picture of my face, also the logo, and a car with a computer system in it. And then down here, this is the abstract, where it basically describes what a computer system in a car is, and that's basically that it relays information from the system to the driver about anything that's technical about the car, whether it be a problem with the car or just fuel levels and engine temperature. And then on the left, we see there's this YouTube video of me describing what a computer system in a car is and showing what a computer system in a car is. So we'll watch that video.
What does a computer system in a car do?
Well, Pat, a computer system in a car measures the engine temperature, the air temperature, the throttle position, and it connects to the GPS.
That's interesting. How do these computer systems work?
Well, there's approximately 50 microprocessors that relay information that's taken in from the computer system to the driver.
Cool. Can you show us an example of a computer system in a car?
Of course I can. Show you the computer system for my car. If you look at my my GPS right here, you can see we've got the GPS. You can zoom in and out with this button, and then we've got engine consumption. The computer tells us how much is left in the tank. If you see in the bottom right. Now, if you look at my dashboard, it also tells me on the top left with the engine temperature, and then underneath that there's the air temperature outside. It also says how many miles I've driven and the fuel left in my car.
So as you can tell, I created that video using WeVideo to edit it. I uploaded it onto YouTube, and to record it, I used my phone. So before we go throughout more of the web page, I'm going to show you what goes on behind the scenes of making the web page. So on here, this basically shows the HTML code of making a web page, where it shows the start tags of the HTML and also the end tags of the HTML. And between those start and end tags, there's a lot of different information. For example, the title, then there's also images and my logo, and finally the abstract. Also, to style the web page, I had to use a style.css website. And basically, what this does is it made all of the information that and code that I included in my HTML file look more presentable to a reader. For example, to style the H1 tags, which is my headers, I made the background color red and the font family sans serif. So we're going to continue with the web page and go to the purpose page. And right here, I basically just state what the innovation is and a clear description of what it does. And so the innovation that I'm doing is computer systems in cars, and it basically just connects to the internet and gives people more information about their car, and it connects to the GPS. And right here, this is a typical display screen of a computer system in a car. And on this image, it goes behind the scenes of what a computer system is in a car. Next, we have the effects and impacts page. So first, a benefit of computer systems in cars is that it describes what a problem is immediately, and it relays that information to the driver so they don't have to waste any time. As you can see in this image, this is the check engine light, and it popped up on their display screen, and it said that you need to get your car checked out. As we continue down, I talk about how computer systems in cars have had an effect on society, the economy, and also culture. And the main point here is how it affected the economy. because many people buy cars with GPS in it, and to add GPS to a car, it raises the cost of the car by at least $1,500. And as you can see in this image, it shows the use of GPS throughout the years, and it's exponentially increasing, and it's just going to keep on increasing as we go out throughout the years. And in this final section, I describe a different field that this innovation has impacted, and I stated that it impacts the automotive industry because automakers are making their cars more technologically based so they can sell them for higher prices and rake in more revenue. As you can see in this image, I describe what people believe that the impact of computer systems in cars is. On the left, it describes that people think that the computer system is involved with music. In the middle, people believe that it has no impact at all. And on the right, it describes that these people believe that it impacts the temperature, that the temperature is shown on the dashboard by a computer system in a car. So obviously, judging how many people said that there's no impact, many people don't know what computer systems in cars do. So as we continue, this is the technical aspects of a computer system. And on this first bullet, it describes how a user interacts with the innovation, and basically a driver can just look at their dashboard and immediately be interacting with a computer system in a car. The check engine light is part of it, the exterior light indicator, and any other malfunctions that the car may produce that pops up on the dashboard describes. That's how a user interacts with computer systems in a car. And I have another video about that describes what different lights pop up that show what a computer system does to relay information to the user. And I'm not going to go into this video because I believe it is more than 11 minutes long, so we'll just save that for later. And then for this last part, it says to describe in detail how the innovation's technology incorporates at least one of the big ideas. And I stated that the computer systems in cars incorporate the big idea of programming because a computer system uses codes to indicate what's going wrong with the car. And everything with the computer system is done using code. And it sends a code to an instrument that translates what that code means. So for example, the computer system might send a code A2, which translates to gas cap open. So it's just different codes that need to be translated so people know how to fix what's wrong with their car. Next, we have the relationship to data. And for the first part, I describe how the computer systems in cars consume data and then produce data. So I said that the microprocessors give the fundamental values of the car, and which is basically just the specs of the car, engine temperature, exterior temperature, fuel capacity, etc. And then it outputs all this information to the driver, who then can notice that their car is okay or something's wrong that they need to fix. And then one data storage concern that may pop up with computer systems in cars is that people connect their cell phones via Bluetooth to the car, and doing this leaves the person's contacts and phone numbers available for anyone who may fix the car. So if a mechanic happens to go through and finds people's phone numbers, they can get those and therefore call them and be disruptive. Finally, I include some references that I used throughout this presentation, and I use three references because I'm very knowledgeable about computers and cars. I enjoy cars and computers. And as you can tell, that these sources are very reliable. They're rather recent and very credible, and that should do it. This web page describes what a computer system in a car does, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.